man-bun-clad pillar of the US men's national team backline, all-round magnificent human being, aging like a fine Nebbiolo, the one and only
Tim Ream, and I play left back, center back, I guess depending on the game.
Hoping to bolster the crown, Tim Ream's debut in his return for the first time in 13 years to the league. Serendipity of the moment, his first game back at MLS against his former club.
You know, coming in last year, it was, you know, I kind of took a step back and just observed. And I think sometimes that's the best way to understand and learn and see people work in their environment. And their relationships are formed because of that. You know, you get to have conversations about everything and nothing at the same time, like the most random nonsense. And you start to understand how each other thinks, and that translates onto the field, whether people realize it or not. And you have so many different personalities within a group, so many different A types, B types. For me, it's just understanding where everybody is coming from. It's understanding what makes guys tick, what gets them out of their comfort zone, what puts them in their comfort zone. That helps form the understanding and the togetherness and what it takes to be strong and you know, mentally, physically, and emotionally when you're out there playing.
Let's bring the energy, bring it ourselves. No one else is going to give it to us. This is about us tonight. We come away with 3 points and then we get home.
As a club and as a group, you have to evolve constantly. You have to constantly adapt. And you know, last year was about being hard to beat, being hard to break down. You know, being absolutely awful to play against. And that was the conversations that were had before I even came in. And the team was that. And speaking to different guys around the league, nobody enjoyed playing against us. And so we have to have that, but now we need to start to build off of that, right? We have to transition from, okay, we are an awful team to play against.
Crossed into the area, back post, header, they score!
Tim Ream, welcome back to Major League Soccer as he gets his first in his return. When
you talk about successful teams in general, strong defenses is always, you know, discussed, right? And what were those things that helped us achieve those stats that you just rattled off? And then applying that, and then applying it even harder, and really focusing in on now the even kind of smaller details of what made us, you know, successful and what made the team successful. If I'm being honest, I think we would love to not have to rely on Calais, you know, so much in certain points of games. You have to rely on him for, you know, of course, to make big saves and make the saves that he should make, but why can't we give him less work? How do we give him less of a job to do? Because if we're giving him less to do, that means we're doing our job even better. You know, preventing as many situations as we possibly can and relying on Calais to bail us out in you know, the moments that we really need him. And you know, that starts from the first day of training. It starts in the individual meetings. It starts in the group meetings, and it's something that we've really harped on, and you know, the manager has really harped on from the very beginning in the preseason.
3 clean sheets in a row, regular season for Charlotte, and that's what it was about again. This man, Tim Ream, Molanda, Kalina. They were superb last week against Cincinnati, superb at home tonight.
I see a lot or hear a lot, and people always are like, oh, you're a natural leader and you're this and you're that. And I don't necessarily know or think that I would agree with that. I think that comes with a lot of experience. It comes with a lot of games and seeing a lot of different situations and scenarios, being in teams that had different types of leaders myself. It just goes back to the kind of personal side, the connecting with players and understanding what makes players and how do you press buttons to get the best out of people. That for me has always been, okay, I want to take that on board. I want to take that on board from this guy. I want to take that on board from that guy, and then bring it into whatever team that I'm playing on. And like you said, the armband doesn't matter. You have so many voices within a team, again, so many different personalities. I gotta be honest, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be a leader at 21, 22. You can be a leader not until your 30s. And it's just all about personalities. It can't be one voice all the time because it gets old. With this team, there's so many. You have Nate, Addy stepping up, Pribs is speaking more and more, and you obviously have Westy as a captain, and now you're starting to actually see even younger guys speak up more, ask more questions, give more direction. And that for me is to see guys come out of their shell is important, because you need different voices. But I also love just being that example. I don't need to be a voice. I would happily be an example and someone to look at over the course of a career than someone who's just jabbering and jawing just because they're a leader or a captain. We want to be so hard to break down, one of the best teams, if not the best team defensively in the league. And I think that's, that puts the team in a good position to now go and adapt and do things attacking-wise that we maybe weren't able to do. This game is about consistency, so we have to back up last year with this year. Personally, I just want to be a part of a good group, and we have a good group. It's a great group of guys to work with every day. It's a great group of guys to train with. I'm a minutes guy. I want to eat as many games as I possibly can, because I know at the end of the day, you don't play forever. And so taking care of myself, making sure I'm available at every single game, and just helping the young players along and develop even more, I think is something that I hope people are able to see, and to then be a part of that, a part of their development would be, I think that was something that I think we can expect out of me this year.